Zico wakes up with a heavy mind, but before he even thinks about his day, his hand automatically reaches for his phone as if it is controlling him before he can control himself. Without any real decision, Zico starts scrolling, and what feels like a small action becomes the first chain that locks his entire day. He tells himself he is in control, that he will stop in 5 minutes, but his brain has already started chasing the next video before the first one even ends. Every swipe gives a small reward in his mind, and slowly Zico begins to confuse this artificial reward with real happiness. Minutes stop feeling like minutes, and hours dissolve silently while Zico remains frozen in the same position, unaware that time is being stolen. The morning that was supposed to build his future disappears completely, replaced by endless scrolling that builds nothing but emptiness. Now it is no longer a choice, it becomes a loop where one video leads to another, and stopping feels harder than continuing. Zico's brain slowly learns that effort is painful, but instant entertainment is easy, and this rewires his thinking without him realizing it. The real world starts feeling slow and boring compared to the fast-moving illusion inside the screen. Messages from real people exist, but Zico no longer feels urgency to respond because the digital world feels more exciting than reality. Even when Zico tries to do something important, his mind keeps pulling him back to the phone like a magnet he cannot resist. He says, just one more video, but the night quietly grows around him, and suddenly it is far later than he ever intended. Even when he finally sleeps, his mind is still half awake, trained by constant stimulation that refuses to shut down. The next day is not new, it is the same pattern restarting automatically, as if Zico is stuck in a loop he didn't design. For the first time, Zico pauses and thinks that something feels wrong, but he cannot fully understand what is controlling him. The control is not physical, it is psychological, designed to keep his attention trapped without needing force. Every video Zico sees is not random, it is selected carefully to keep him engaged for just one more second. Outside the screen, nothing excites him anymore, because his brain has been trained to expect constant stimulation. Dreams that once felt powerful now feel heavy and unreachable, so Zico postpones them endlessly. A part of Zico wants to stop, but another part has already become addicted to the comfort of escape. He convinces himself that he is not addicted, that he can stop anytime, even while continuing the same behavior. Zico tries to put the phone away, but the silence without it feels uncomfortable and unfamiliar. Without the screen, his mind feels restless, as if something important is missing even though nothing is actually gone. Zico finally realizes that stopping is harder than expected, and frustration replaces confidence. In a moment of clarity and anger, he throws the phone away, trying to break the cycle once and for all. For the first time, silence surrounds him completely, and instead of comfort, it feels unfamiliar but real. Slowly, his mind begins to adjust, and the constant need for stimulation starts weakening. Zico picks up real work, and for the first time in a long time, his focus does not break instantly. He realizes that the phone is not the enemy, but uncontrolled usage was, and now he finally feels in control again. Zico understands the truth clearly: the brain is not broken, it is trained, and anything trained can be retrained with awareness and discipline. Zico looks at the screen and says, "This is the mental trap, subscribe to break it."